These are my top 10 favorite Rainbow Six Siege Easter eggs of all time. Before we start the video, feel free to join my Discord server. The link for that is in the description down below. You can find people to play with on R6. But without wasting any of your time, let's hop right into the number 10 spot. Alright, so coming in at number 10, we have this, I don't know if you'd call it an Easter egg, but it is on the map Coastline. There's this pool table by the lounge, and pretty much there are a bunch of pool balls on this pool table, and you can shoot it with your gun, and they will actually go into the pool. You can do like trick shots with the pool balls, and if you get one of the pool balls in the hole, the pool table will actually light up, which is kind of an Easter egg. Pretty sure you can also throw a grenade in there. I tried it myself, and I ended up killing myself, but maybe you could throw a grenade in there, who knows, but I thought it was really cool you could do trick shots with the pool balls. Alright, coming in at number 9, it is on the map Skyscraper. This is going to be 2 in 1. So, let's start off with the first one. On the first one, there is a bell, and this is located on the West Garden. You can find it in the gameplay, and I'll just let you guys listen to what this one sounds like. Alright, the next one is also located in this map, and it is the gong, and once again, if you melee it, it'll make the gong sound, and I'll let you guys listen to it right now. Alright, the 8th Easter egg is on the map Favela, and if you go through the little town, it's a big map, and I never play in it, but near the school alley on this map, there's a soccer pitch. There's a bunch of soccer balls around it, and if you just follow the soccer balls, you'll find the soccer pitch. And on this soccer pitch, there's 2 goals. It's like a mini one, and you can actually either use your drone to push the soccer ball into the goal, or you can shoot it with your gun into the goal. And when you get into the goal, there's like some random guy that shouts at like some random word. I'll just let you guys listen to this one as well. Alrighty, for Easter egg number 7, this is the only limited time mode map that I included on this list, but it is from the Showdown event of July 2019. I thought this one was really cool. So in that map, if any of you guys remember it, in the mine portion of that map, there was these 3 little wooden panels that you could break, and most of you probably didn't even notice these panels, but if you meleeed them, I think like 2 or 3 times, it would open up this little way. But you couldn't go into it, but you could see very clearly a car, and that car apparently was from Back to the Future, I've been told. So yeah, I just thought this was a really cool and intricate Easter egg that I'd put on this list. Alright, so coming in at number 6, this is going to be on the map Villa. And if you go to the art area, I don't know, I think it's called the art studio, there's just a bunch of clay there. And then there's this one particular clay block. It's a perfect square, which is suspicious. If you go ahead and melee, shoot, or sledge, or explode, do whatever you want that's going to break that clay. You're going to break it so that it carves itself into a Tachanka figurine made out of clay. I just think this is really cool. The Tachanka thing is indestructible. If you just destroy the clay around it, little by little, you will start to reveal that Tachanka figure, which I thought was a really cool Easter egg. Alright, the next 2 Easter eggs are going to be on the map Fortress, so I'll just go over both of them really quickly. They're both going to be located in the same area. One of them is in the cafeteria, the other one is in the kitchen. So the 5th one is going to be in the cafeteria. For this one, you could use anybody, but if you use Sledge or like an Ash, it'll be much quicker. So what you got to do is, if you go to the trash can in the cafeteria area, there's going to be the top area that you'd usually like push to put your garbage through. If you break that with something, or even with your melee over and over, you can send your drone in there, and if you put your drone in there, first off, you'll see a bunch of thrown out food, but second of all, you will see a piece of paper, and this piece of paper is assumably the pre-beta version of the Fortress layout. This is going to be the layout of the basement, but they ended up never adding the basement to Fortress, as we all know. The 4th Easter egg, coming in at number 4, is in the kitchen of Fortress, and this is a Dark Souls reference. I don't really follow that game, but I thought this was a cool Easter egg because it's hard to find it. So what you got to do is you take your drone into the fireplace, And if you kind of maneuver yourself around the fireplace, you'll see there's no main way to get in unless you go through the flame. But if you go under the fireplace, as you see in the gameplay, there's a little opening, and if you send your drone through there into the fireplace, you'll see like a little sword in the fire. It's kind of hard to get to because you'll probably end up breaking your drone in the process if you send your drone too far. But that's why I thought it was a cool Easter egg, because it's kind of hard to find. The third Easter egg is on the pre-rework canal. They removed this with the new canal map, which is kind of disappointing. But I found some old gameplay on YouTube, and if you shoot the containers with an explosive, I'll just let you guys see for yourself what happens. Alright, coming in at number 2 is an Easter egg that was in a theme park, the pre-rework, and they also added it to the new reworked theme park. So this is a really cool Easter egg in my opinion, because there's a ton of backstory to it, and that's why I put it at number 2. So yeah, this arcade machine, if you look at it in the front, first of all, it's indestructible, and second of all, what you'll see is a player's level, their game time, their rank, and their name, which is, they go by the name Boston Bear Jew. Alright guys, so just to give you some more information about this Easter egg, I found this Reddit post made by a close friend of the guy who I showed you guys in the gameplay on the arcade machine. So I'll leave this article linked in the description, and I'll also read it right here. So he says, many of you have already seen the arcade machine, which I showed you in the gameplay, and the new map that depicts a level 237 player, Boston Bear Jew. I wanted to take the opportunity to tell you about my friend and thank Ubisoft. Boston Bear Jew is one of my best friends in real life. When we lived together in California, we bonded a lot over video games. We spent hours battling each other on Mortal Kombat and COD. And months later, he returned to Boston. We hadn't gotten together in a while, and we weren't keeping in touch as often. Boston called me on December 1st, 2015, urging me to buy the new Rainbow Six. I trusted his taste in games, so I blindly bought it, and we all got hooked. We played every day in huge groups for more than hours. That is probably considered healthy, oftentimes not turning off our consoles until 5 a.m. Many times we had so many people in the party that we ran 5v5 custom games for the whole night. We often refer to this period, pre-season 1, as the good days. After Christmas of 2015, many of us found life getting in the way of Siege, so we stopped playing as much. But not Boston Bear Jew, and I'm making him seem like no life either. The man was in fact a machine. He was a 4.0 student and was accepted into Boston University, his dream school. I remember many times he would get off Rainbow at 5 a.m. to do a spin cycle class with his mother and then go to school. I don't know how he did it, but he had time for family, a job, school, and Siege. He quickly became a diamond level player and was very well known in the Xbox ranked community. He can even be seen playing a tournament match here. So he played in tournaments and stuff. The link's in the article. If you guys want to check that out, click the article link and the link to the tournaments there. And then the sad part is pretty much he passed away at like a super young age due to cancer. And then the guy's friend who was writing this post contacted Ubisoft because he was a huge fan of Rainbow Six Siege, and Ubisoft put him inside the game, which was really cool for him. Of course, he's dead, so he didn't get to see that, but he got put in the game by Ubisoft pretty much, which I think is super cool, and that's the whole Easter egg. And yeah, hopefully that sums it up. It's a sad but cool story at the same time. And yeah, the link to that article is in the description, so feel free to check it out if you guys want. Now let's continue on with the final Easter egg. Alright guys, so the number 1 Easter egg is going to be on the map Tower. I personally find this Easter egg super cool. I couldn't get it to work anymore, so I found some old gameplay of it on YouTube. But pretty much if you go to the first floor bird's room in Tower, you gotta break the little top area of one of the bird cages, or bird rooms, or whatever it is. I don't even know what it is. But if you break the top part of it, one of them as you see in the gameplay, you can actually send your drone in there. And with your drone, you can go to the bottom part of that container thing. And then if you shoot your drone through these books, it'll open up an air vent. I couldn't get my drone to open up the books. That's why I had to find gameplay on YouTube of it. But you used to be able to get your drone through those books, and then it would open up an air vent. If you go through that air vent, it'll open up a whole cool room with like the R6 logo in a shadow form, with like a light on a R6 thing casting a shadow. I don't even know what it is, but it was a super cool, super hidden room that is pretty hard to get to. I think it's the hardest one to find out of all these Easter eggs, and for that reason, I put it at number 1. But yeah, guys, that is all my favorite Easter eggs in this game. I may do an updated version in the future. Who knows? Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. This video took me a while to make. I thought it was pretty interesting. But let me know what you guys thought of it down below in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it nevertheless. And I'll see you guys on the next video.